All right, what's up, Underdawg family? Today we got a special guest on the podcast today. Here, listen to this. Some players talk about resilience, right? But Jazz lived it. From turning ACL at 12 years old to coming back hungrier, stronger, louder than ever. This is what real comebacks look like. So, Underdogs, lock in because today's story is about pure underdog energy. And it's about to get personal. So let's get it. What's up, Jazz? Everybody, welcome Jazz to the Underdawgs Voice podcast. What's going on, Jazz? How you doing? How was your day?
Good. How about you?
Yeah, it was good. Kind of a little messy. We tried to get started a little earlier, but we got everything on track. Seems to be working fine. I'm glad so everybody can hear your story. We're going to jump right into your story. We don't want our guests wait too long to hear this wonderful story, but you started playing basketball at 4 years old, right? What pulled you into basketball at such a young age?
Competitiveness. Like, I love how people just compete. Like, how people compete.
That's what made you love the game?
And the work you got to put in, because some people are always about offense and scoring 30 points, but I want to be on defense and trying to stop you from reaching that goal to score 30 points.
Okay, I love that, bro. I was just talking about that yesterday. Like, play that defense. Defense keep you on the floor because anybody can score.
Yes.
Right? So defense keep you on the floor. Now, because of that defense aspect of your game, right? So your coaches and everybody really talks about your energy, your hustle, and your heart, right? So where does that fire come from, and how do you keep it burning every time you step on the court?
I want to be the type of teammate to, like, if you're having a bad game, I want to, like, bring your spirit up, like, oh, we're like, it's okay, like, we're gonna win this game. Like, if you having a bad game, I want to, like, just bring it up, like I don't want you to have a bad game and then everybody has a bad game. I want to be like the move setter, like the swing, like everybody. If I'm on fire, then everybody's on fire. If you on fire, then I'm hyped for you. Then, like, we just all have a good time. Like, it's like, oh, like, you having a bad game, then we all mad at each other. It's sad. Like, I don't want it to be like that.
Right. So you want to be that, like you said, you want to be that person that controls the mood and get everybody pumped up and fired up, right? Yeah, that's good. That's a great teammate. I love those type of teammates. That's great, man. I like how you just want to, you want to bring the energy to every game. And that's real important, man, to have somebody especially when you're losing a game, you know what I mean? You want to be that one to bring all that energy back, you know what I'm saying? Get everybody pumped up and then, have that comeback win. So that's good. That's good. So listen, people, there's a lot of players out there who love the game. But what happens when it's taken away from you overnight, right? So stick with this, y'all, because Jazz's toughest battle was just getting started. So stay with us. All right, Jazz, look, let's get real. Let's get real about this, right? So you tore your ACL during the Clash of the Champions, right? Or the Clash of the Club tournaments, right? Take me back to that moment. Like, what went through your mind when you realized something was seriously wrong?
I didn't want to think the worst of it, but I knew something was wrong because I felt like the worst pain ever. Like, if you ever tear your ACL, like, it feels a shock. Like, you shock, and it was like, whoa. I just never felt. I knew something was, like, wrong, but I didn't want to think the worst of it. But I knew. I was like, oh, please, like, just please do not be something. Because I wanted to play the game after, because it was our first game of the tournament.
Wow, that's crazy to have it. So that's just like what Juju did, right? Same thing. So I never tore my ACL, but I did rupture my Achilles. You talking about pain? I blacked out. Like I like literally like blacked out for a second. Then I was like, yo, somebody stepped on the back of my ankle, and they was like, yo, ain't nobody touch you. I was like, what? So I left the court and I drove myself home. Because luckily it wasn't my driving foot. Because I had my son with me. He couldn't drive. He was young. I drove home, and at this time, I was living with my cousin, and he lived on a third floor. So I had to walk up all these steps. And I didn't know it was my Achilles. I just thought I sprained my ankle. It was hurting so bad. Got my son, walked back down the steps. There was 3 flights of stairs. Went to the hospital. They was like, we don't know what's wrong. They put me in a cast, told me I need to go see an orthopedic. Almost had to wait 2 weeks to see an orthopedic. When I finally got to see one, he said we need to operate immediately. So I went in there and I was out for 9 months. So how long was
I
you
was
out
out
for?
for 9 months. Exactly.
I was there 9
It
months.
was it was a very long 9 months. A very long 9 months.
So that's 9 months of
Yes,
rehab,
sir.
right? No fast track, no shortcuts, all grind and work. So what kept you motivated during those 9 months? Um, when it, you know, when it would have been easier for you just to give up.
My parent actually I think my parents because my parents kind of broke it up, like make it easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like we did a few physical therapy sessions. So I did physical therapy here and I did physical therapy here and I had to go do physical therapy over here.
Mm-hmm.
So like when we're done doing physical therapy over here, I would like dribble for a little bit. I got my dribbling back and then like now like I'm back into like shooting and now I'm back into playing really. But like when we came to the second physical therapy, I like slowly started like shooting the ball, like able to use my like jump shot and stuff. So we're like we had to slowly progress into
Mm-hmm.
that. We had like sections.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I know coming back from that is tough, and you went through it. You came back from it. You ain't give up. So I know how that is. So now that you're back on the court, right? You're back on the court now, right? All right. So now that you're back on the court, stronger than ever, right? So what's the difference about your mentality and your physical after going through that grind?
People doubting me. Like I had people saying that I wasn't gonna come back, like it was the end, like I was a good player, but like everything ends for like everyone. And I was like, no, like I wanted to prove them wrong. So now when I'm back on the court, I want to show people like if you because I was up here, now I'm all the way down here. I lost everything. I couldn't able to move. I lost everything. I had to build my way back up. And I want to show people like even if you're
Mm-hmm.
down low, you could always work your way back up to being up on the rankings. I lost all my rankings and now I'm working my way back up. And I want to prove them wrong. Like, hey, I'm not done, and this is where I'm at right now.
Good. Look, if you're half as good as what I seen, you're better than half the girls out there. What I seen on your film and on your tapes, I'm like, she is good. She is good. And I don't know, was that pre your injury or after your injury? But from what I've seen, if you're half as good as you was before your injury, you're still better than half the people out here. Especially if you're somebody that really, really focuses on defense. 'Cause to me, you can score at will. You can score at will from what I saw. But especially like if you're deep into defense and you want to play defense. Again, like I said, you're better than half the girls that's playing right now. Because don't nobody want to play no defense. Trust me. Don't nobody, man, I've been working on defense with my team for the last week and a half. Ooh, that's all. We didn't do no offensive stuff. We did nothing but defense. Oh my God. When I tell you, been the most frustrated week in a minute. Oh my God. I said, man, all y'all can play offense, but y'all lacking with knowing how to help. That helping the helper step, they can't. So we had to focus on defense,
Yeah.
right? I brought resistant bands to put around their legs while they slide and get them fast and stuff like that. So that's what we had to work on. So again, like you said, people need to know that when you're down, that doesn't mean you're out,
Yeah.
right? You worked hard, you got back on the court. Did you play this weekend?
No. I'm working my way in. Like sliding in. Yeah.
Slowly. Okay. You played any tournaments this year so
No.
far or no? So when did you get cleared? Did you get
Last
cleared
week.
already? So when did you get cleared?
Yes.
Last week? Oh yeah, you don't rush. Yeah, do not rush to get back on that court like mm-mm. Mm-mm. Keep on working out, getting better, getting stronger, getting that knee stronger. Yeah, don't don't do that, shorty. All right, so you always have been a vocal leader, like we just talked about how you pump everybody on your team up. So what does leadership means to you, and especially when it comes back, especially when you come back from your injury, right? Where you had to leave from the sideline. So what does leadership really means to you, especially coming back from an injury where you had to leave from the sideline?
I think leadership means like setting an example. If somebody
Okay.
shoots a three, like I'm gonna be the first one. I'm gonna feel like I shot the three. Like I'm gonna be excited for you. Like if I'm excited, we all gonna be excited. Like, I want to set an example.
Right. And that's what leadership is all about, setting that example. So that's good, man. Keep on leading. Keep on leading. So your team right now, what team do you play for right now, or did you play for before
The
your
team I
injury?
played on before my injury was San Antonio Hoops Elite.
Are you
Yes, sir.
still playing with them? Like when
Yes,
you
sir.
come back, you going back
I'm
to
going
them or you
somewhere
going
else.
somewhere else? Okay. All right. Okay. So you look up to
Yes.
Juju,
Yes.
right? So what is it about her that
Her
inspires you?
mentality, like if she wants to drive on you, she's going to drive on you. If she wants to shoot, she's going to shoot. She's not scared. Like her mentality is like crazy high. Like her confidence.
Juju, he's different. And that's what I mean. Even with her being hurt right now with that ACL, I can't wait this. That's devastating. You know, Paige gone now. Juju's supposed to be in the face of the of college basketball right now. Her gonna be out. She gonna be out mostly all
Mhm.
next season. That's gonna hurt. I think that's gonna hurt college basketball unless somebody else step up because, geez, I mean, woo. And her game is not fancy at all.
Super simple
She
with it.
has a simple at her
Mhm.
own pace. She don't let nobody rush her. None of that. She gonna do what she gonna do, and you gonna have to stop it the best way you can. You gonna have to stop it. So, how are you working to level up your own game and mindset?
I'm working hard. Like I work hard. I was in the gym yesterday. I'm gonna probably be in the gym tomorrow. Like I'm in the gym every day besides right now, but I'm in the gym every day. And as long as I can be, like I'm always in the gym, always working on myself, school, like even outside of school, I'm always even outside of school and outside of basketball, like I'm always working on myself.
Okay, that's good. That's good. How about the mental part of the game? Like, what are some things that you do to help you mentally before your injury? What were some things that you did to help you mentally get prepared for the game?
I tried to
Any music you listen to,
no,
pregame warm ups? You do any visualization?
no, my dad gives me pep talk, so like that's really what like yeah, turn like
Was you
which
pumped up
yeah.
for the game? All of us be trying to give our
Yeah.
kids pep talks. Do some of them pep talks work?
Yes.
Good, good. Good job, Dad. As far as this basketball stuff, what are your dreams, right? What are your dreams what are your dreams you're chasing every time you're on a basketball court?
The dream I'm chasing is not only just like to score as many points, like I don't set like a standard, but like I want to like prove like cause I play up. I want to like show them like, hey, like I'm able to be out here. Like I don't want to lose my playing time because I'm like not that good. I'm playing up, so I have to sit on the bench first. I want to show them like, dang, there's a little girl on the court and that's not even her grade level. Like I want to play up and I want to prove people that I'm able to play on this court, like with y'all. Like y'all being older is not scaring me because I'm younger than y'all. Like I want to show y'all, like I put the work in. I'm gonna prove it to y'all.
Yeah, I think um that if you're good enough, like if you're dominating your age group, you should go up and play up, right? Once you start dominating your age group. I was 14 years old. I think it's my cousin they was grown men, and that's how I got better. They was beating me up all the time. They couldn't catch me half the time, but when they did, they beat. I'm going to the goal. This little young fella get out of here. You know what I mean? So I understand the toughness. Want to prove yourself when you're younger. So what do you? How many grades you play up? Do you play one grade, two grades? So what
Seventh.
grade you in
I'm in
right now?
seventh grade right now.
So what
I
grade do
play
you
eighth,
play?
and then I'm going on when I like slowly go back in. I'm playing eighth, and then once I get warmed up and like go back to who I was, I'm going back to ninth, going up to ninth.
Okay. Okay, I get that. Shorty. Go ahead. Pine two grades up. I like that. All right, now we're about to have a little bit of fun.
Yes, sir.
Okay? I'll do some rapid fire questions. First thing that comes to your mind, just spit it out. So, if you could cook up a mixtape move and name it after a dessert, what would you call it? That's all
Frosty
right.
Jazzy. I don't know. Yeah.
Frosty Jazzy? Okay. All right. All right. Frosty Jazzy. I get it. I get it. All right. So, would you rather break ankles so bad that you make a person fall or swat someone's shot in the stands?
Break somebody's ankles.
Okay. All right. So, if you could pick any WNBA player, any of them, um, to be your rehab coach, right? Would you pick? Who would you pick and why?
AJ Wilson.
You'll pick AJ Wilson. Why are you gonna pick AJ Wilson to be your rehab coach?
I like even like I don't know if she had an ACL thing, but like I like how she I like how she like works, and I feel like when she does all her workouts, like not even like basketball wise, but like working out, just like lifting weights, like doing like stretches and
Mhm.
stuff, I feel like I could use some of those and like try to make me help like come back stronger. And I'm pretty sure she's been through the same thing I.
And she's just like you. She like to get her teammates pumped up and stuff when game going. She making shots. I love Asia. She does a great job with that. So what's tougher, 9 months of ACL rehab or trying to babysit a room full of 5-year-olds for an hour.
9 months.
That rehab is crazy.
Because when you want to watch your team play and you got to go support, you want to be like, dang, I want to be out there like you just be like thinking to yourself like, oh, like I just want to be out there like it's just the urge to get out there.
So that's easier than babysitting a room full of 5-year-olds. Have you tried to babysit a room full of 5-year-olds? I'm a middle school teacher, and it's hard with 7th or 8th graders and 6th graders. So I just said my grandson is about to turn 1, and I told my stepdaughter, I said, I ain't babysitting him until he able to walk and feed himself. He ain't gonna call Tupac. Boy, you better go in there and cook something your own self. I ain't doing that. I ain't babysitting until he a teenager. That's when I babysit him. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have 3 brothers.
Ooh, how was that growing up in a house with 3 brothers, right? I know it had to be competitive.
Yes.
Right. So how was that? What is that like?
So they were all athletes. They were all playing sports. So me watching them play, like putting like training, my dad taking them out to like go like throw the football, taking my brother to go wrestle, all of that. And then when we go watch the games, I'm like, ooh, I want to try that. Ooh, I want to try that. And like just the competitiveness, like just seeing like win and like how the feeling them being happy, like of winning. I just been like, I want to do that. Like I want to have that feeling. Like I want to work out. Like I want to do all that.
So one of your brothers play football, one of them wrestle, but the other one did. So you got 2 brothers to play football, or do all of them play football?
Just 2 of them.
So 2 of them, then one of them wrestle. And you play basketball. Did you ever play basketball against your brothers?
Yeah, but like it was kind of like they were just letting me go, like just play.
They're supposed to be beating you up to make you tough.
Because it's a big age gap. That's why it's a big age gap. Like it's not that big, but
okay. How big is the age
gap? The oldest one is 25, and then the other one's like 22. Oh, okay. They're both 22.
Yeah, they twins or just different? Okay, all right, okay. No, so you're the only girl. You get spoiled, don't you? So what team you think about joining when you come back?
Yes.
Players first?
I'm actually on the team right now.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So you're in Texas, right? So you're the 3rd girl that I interviewed this week from Texas. I don't know if you know Jayla and Maya Williams.
Jayla Moore?
Twin sisters. No. Yeah, you're the 3rd girl from Texas that I interviewed this week. Y'all, Texas, listen people, listen Underdogs. Texas getting buckets. Like Texas is becoming a mecca for girls basketball. Like, woo. Think about Chavez, right? She from Texas, right? This came and she committed to Oklahoma, like #1 player in the country out of Texas. What's going on? We fell off a little bit. We used to be the mecca. Baltimore just we fell off a lot. We getting back though. We be back. We coming for y'all. Coming for y'all. Straight up coming for y'all. All right, so listen, everybody. Jazz could have folded, right? You could have folded, right, Jazz, after that injury. See, she could have folded, but she didn't want to. She doubled down, and that's why you're different, Jazz. You're different because you doubled down. So let me ask you this, Jazz, because you had expressed the simple fact that you want to prove everybody wrong, right? This is the Underdawgs Voice podcast, and that's what we do, right? We grind now, and we shine later, right? So what does being an underdog means to you personally? And how do you live that mentally? How do you live that mentality every single time you hoop?
Being an underdog, I really do put the work in. And like being an underdog, like it's like I don't want to like show that I'm scared. Like I look at a team and they're like they have some like tall girls, some shooters, some like girls that can really finish at the rim. I don't really like. I want to look at them like, oh, guys, we about to lose to this team. I want to like show them like, no, like we actually have a chance. Like we might be the underdogs, but I want to come back and win by like 20. Like I want to show them that, hey, like even though we're underdogs, I want to prove y'all wrong, and I want y'all to go back home and work even harder. Like this car ride is about to be a long way home for y'all, like a long way. I really want to prove them wrong, like.
Yeah, that's how I feel every time I play something. I don't like to lose. I can't stand losing. And then, but here's the thing: I carry this on my shoulder. Like everything that I have, you're gonna see it say underdog. I love being an underdog. I love for people to underestimate me because the simple fact is, once I compete against you, you're gonna respect me. Win or lose, win or lose. One thing you're gonna do after that battle, you're gonna walk away and be like, yo, I don't never want to play him again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get it. I get it. You got these teams that's out here that's, they got 25 5-star, 4 stars players on their team, and you just want to go out there and just bust their tail because everybody think you can't. But as underdogs, we can do what we want. We do what we want. All right. So I like that. I like that. Now, for the basement drills, right? You start out in the basement at the age of 4 to the comeback nobody saw coming. Jazz Alexander. It's a definition of what it means to fight, to heal, and to rise. I thank you, Jazz, for coming on, telling your story. But I'm asking this one last question. If you see a young lady hooping or a young lady that has sprained that ACL, who never been through what you've been through before, what advice would you give that young?
I want to say, like, people are gonna doubt on you. Like, you're gonna have doubters. You're gonna have people just forget about you. Like, you're gonna have y'all like share your stuff like always when you're like up here. But when you like tear your ACL, you go all the way down. And people are just gonna totally forget about you. And you gotta keep in mind, like, hey, like when I get back, like we finna like prove all these people are like, wait, you forgot about me, right? Now I'm up here. Like you always you gotta like stay humble. Stay humble. Don't take anything for granted because like a ball can stop bouncing like this, like super fast. Like you got to stay humble, like always.
Great, Dad. Look, I really like your energy. Keep on working, man. Keep on rehabbing to get better. Get back out on that basketball court as soon as you can. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Because we don't want you to do it again. We want to see you on the basketball court, man. She's a great player, guys. She's the definition of an underdog. Somebody who do not like to be taken for granted and will kill you. She will cook you all day long. If you go on her Instagram and you see this girl play, woo, I'm telling you, like I said, if you're half as good as you were before you tore your ACL, you're better than half the girls out here. So keep on working and keep on grinding. So what's your handle so people can follow your story, man, and they'll start watching you again when you start playing
Y'all
games?
can go follow me on Jazlyn Alexander 7 and then
Okay, is that on Instagram?
and JP.Fargo.
Okay, is that on Instagram? Okay, repeat that for me again.
Jazlyn Alexander 7 and JP.Fargo.
Okay, y'all got that? Y'all got that? I'll put it in the description below. Now, this is the Underdog's voice. Tap in on all our platforms, everyone. Get some merch, follow us for all these great stories every week. Got it? On our link tree at SQ Basketball Chronicles. That's where you will find everything. All right, and subscribe and stay in the movement, man. The real ones never stop grinding. Remember, am I right? The real ones never stop grinding. And listen, this is what I want you to do for me, fam. Answer this question for me. Leave it in the comments below. What's the hardest thing you have ever bounced back from, and how did you stay focused? All right, so drop that in the bottom below. And guess what? This is Coach Q with Jazz Alexander. And guess what? We're out.
Thank you, Coach.